Invitation. Phantom Blade Zero, visit S Game Studios in China. I'd love to invite you to China to join us for a very special event we're hosting. Let's do it.
Chester, bye Chester.
You need a visa to enter China, and the visa process can sometimes take like a couple weeks to get, which this was a very fast turnaround time in terms of this trip. We are flying into Shanghai, but our return flights aren't from Shanghai to LAX. Instead, we're going from Shanghai to Seoul, South Korea. We have like a 5-hour layover, and then we're flying back to LA. And that's kind of, as long as you have like a third country, you're good without a visa for 10 days. It's just a layover when we're in Seoul, and it's all on the same ticket, so they can see that, you know, we're just flying to Seoul to basically satisfy this requirement and then leaving. A little nervous.
So we're hopefully getting in, and it should work fine.
That's the hope.
It is 3 o'clock in the morning. Can you see that? 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning.
We're going to bed.
It's time for sleep. So we got into China on the temporary visa. It worked. But before we could get to this secret gaming event, S-Game planned a pretty incredible day in Beijing. Already it's like so beautiful. The scale of everything is crazy. So we got to visit the Forbidden City, have the most incredible Chinese food in my life, and the day wrapped up with another tour. But not just any tour. A tour of S-Game's offices. This is where the sausage is made, people. Soulframe, also known as S, even let us check out his office and see his collection of weapons, some of which inspired the actual weapons in Phantom Blade Zero. It had me so excited to get my hands on the game. It's so inspiring to see the people behind video games speak with so much passion on their project. And the tour ended in the best way possible, which was with gameplay. I didn't get to play quite yet, but it gave us even more to look forward to. All right, we just got here and this place is insane. I knew that it was gonna be big, but I don't think I really understood just how big it is, like, for scale. This is crazy. And just like that, we were headed inside a building. I flew across the globe just to see what was inside. I'm so excited because we are in the giant silo right now. You can see behind me that there are over 200 Chinese content creators and there's over 2,000 players, but I am moments away from getting my grimy hands on the Phantom Blade Zero demo. It's a full hour of gameplay, 2 bosses, and this red string I think is incredible. There's over 206,000 meters of red string, and this whole situation took over 3 months to actually put together and plan, and you guys, it's all for a demo. Like, I'm so excited. I accidentally didn't record anything the day that I'm wearing this dress, so all the videos of me actually playing the demo is from a different day when I'm wearing a completely different outfit, so that's what's going on there. But let me tell you, it was incredible. It really blew me away. It felt so fresh and innovative, and I fell in love with the combat style. It's unfortunate that there is no pre-order available or release date yet, so I'm kind of just floating on vibes right now. But if you want to check out the full demo, I have a Let's Play on my page now. Well, now that I've gotten my butt handed to me in Hellwalker, why don't we finish our tour of the spot? So this is kind of, we're in like the part of the silo that's all of the content creators, both Western and Chinese content creators, and you can just see like how many of them there are, and they've just been chugging away. A lot of people are like live streaming. I'm sure that they're capturing like VOD content similar to what you're watching right now. Okay, they have some nice air conditioning. It's crazy that like this exists. It was, I'm hearing like either steel or iron mining. I don't totally understand what the mechanism would be here, but it's kind of crazy looking, no? Let's keep going. I don't know if we're allowed to be up here, but look how much string there is. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding? That's crazy. 206,000 meters. Holy, oh my gosh. It also really puts into context like all of those, you know, like Batman and everything, when people get beat up and then thrown off the side of kind of a walkway. I don't wish that fate on anybody. And then I spent the rest of the day admiring just how massive all the structures were and the beautiful view. So far, we've gotten to visit the studio, play the demo in the most impressive building I've ever been in. What could possibly be next? Motion capture. Motion capture is next. So we took a train to Shanghai to check out S-Game's motion capture studio. So mocap is how they record an actor's movements so that a video game character can move like a person. The combat in Phantom Blade Zero is grounded in kung fu, so today we're watching kung fu masters perform in their motion capture suits, and the performers wear these suits covered in markers.
So they're actually doing the fight choreography right now for like an actual scene, or I guess actual combat in the game, which is so crazy. There's cameras all over this room that are recording their movements and the movements of their motion capture suits, and then it's translating to, there's a TV that's actually showing us like what the in-game models will be doing in the game. That's so crazy. Video games are sick, dude.
And those superhuman jumps and finishers, those are all done practically. I could not believe it. They have this insane cable pulley system that they use for the artists when they want to exaggerate jumps in combat. And this is Yang, the combat director and kung fu master. This is their wall of weapons. They actually attach markers to capture the weapon movements too. So Yang leads the choreography for the fights and weapons. For example, if a sword has a finishing move, then it goes through Yang to establish what it will look like. As I said, Phantom Blade Zero uses kung fu principles as the basis of its combat. So Yang and his team decided to teach us a little kung fu. We split into groups to learn the moves, and then we were nominated by our group to perform them in front of everyone. And I got nominated. A little rough around the edges, but honestly, I impressed myself. So after the performance, they let me on the cables, which despite the video evidence, it actually went kind of okay. Then the motion capture god smiled upon me because it's time to put on the suit. And I have the brilliant Nico to teach me a sequence. She actually did the motion capture for the Red Wraith from the demo, which was super cool to recognize the moves that we were doing, albeit much slower from the demo that I played earlier in the week. And I really need to get it down so I don't embarrass myself.
I'm so sweaty.
Because we're going to perform it as a group. Like, I will fake slash up another one of the people on this trip. And here we go. It's funny because it feels like you're moving so much faster, and then the result looks like this. So slow, oh my gosh.
I'll leave you with a good memory of the experts doing it.
Thank you so much, S-Game, for having me and Brandon out to explore what's going into Phantom Blade Zero. I can't wait for the game. If this made you want to watch the full demo, why don't you check out my Let's Play?